Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought that I would film Aubrey's 5-month update, kind of catch-up update if you will. She's almost 6 months old, but we are going to go ahead and catch you guys up on what she is currently liking, what she's currently disliking, kind of her stats and milestones, and what she has been up to these past couple of months. So when Aubrey was born, she weighed 8 pounds and 1 ounce and was 21 inches tall, which is pretty tall for a newborn, and is pretty much where her weight was. Other than that, she was kind of tiny. Since then, the last time that we went to our doctor's appointment, she was 16 pounds and 9 ounces and was 26 inches tall. We did have to go to a doctor's appointment recently, which I will get to in a little bit, and she weighed 18 pounds and was 27 inches long, I believe. I didn't write it down, but yeah, so she had put on about 2 pounds since, well, a little under 2 pounds since in a month. So she's definitely gaining weight, and she does not have any issues eating. As far as eating goes, around 3 months, I guess, is when I had to stop breastfeeding, which it was a little devastating for me. I just had such a really wonderful experience with it, and I just loved it so much. And even right now, it kind of makes me teary-eyed thinking about it, because it's one of those just bonding experiences that I wish that I could have had a little bit longer. So my supply was the issue. It wasn't you know, anything other than that. I just couldn't keep up with her demand, and I honestly think that I took our doctor's opinions to heart a little bit too much, and I will know next time not to do that, because she kind of put in my head that I shouldn't be a human pacifier, which obviously I shouldn't be, but you know, she said to cut her off after a certain amount of time and give her a certain amount of, and it's my own fault for not doing enough research, and so I put myself back in the beginning because of that. And then just things leading up to my supply just not being that great anymore. A lot of people suggested fenugreek and that mother's milk tea, and so I gave both of those a shot, and it did not work out for me whatsoever. I started realizing that it wasn't going to work out, that with the mother's milk tea, I would be drinking kind of at nighttime, and I would be like, oh my gosh, my stomach just really hurts. And I didn't think anything about it. I was like, you know what, I'll just stop the tea. I don't really like the taste of it. It's not really, I'm not really seeing that much of a difference because of that. And so I'll just, you know, cut that out and just do the fenugreek herbal supplements. And it was working for a while. It had no kind of side effects for a while. I did see an increase in my supply, and I was like, great, this is awesome. And then I started having this really sharp, I mean, just absolutely awful stomach pain. One night it just happened like at 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up out of a dead sleep, and I was just, I mean, excruciating pain. And it happened that night, and I didn't throw up or anything like that, and she's totally awake right now. Anyways, I didn't throw up or anything like that night. Then like for the next couple of nights, it was just awful. I was, you know, I did not stop throwing up for hours and hours, and I was just doubled over. Just, I mean, I told Jeremy, I said, honestly, this is worse than labor. And I don't know if I was kidding or not, because it was awful. I thought I was dying. Jeremy tried to take me to the hospital a couple of times, the emergency room, and I was just like, I just don't want to do that. I don't want to leave Aubrey, blah blah blah. But I did end up going to the emergency room one of the times that we were out and about, and I was just like, you know what, let's just go, because this is the worst that it has been, and let's figure out what the heck is going on. My first instinct was gallstones, because my mom had that, and she said that was kind of common, and just I had a couple of other people tell me that they had that, and so I was like, you know what, that's probably what it is. And it turns out that it was the fenugreek that was, I just had some kind of reaction. I don't know if it was just a bad batch, I just don't know, but as soon as we kind of nailed down what it was, I just stepped away from it and I said, you know what, this is not worth it. I had a great supply, but I couldn't do it anymore, and it was awful. It was absolutely awful. Kind of a lot of things played into the fact that my supply just kind of went down, and yeah, I had a friend tell me that when she had to stop for the same reason, that she just wished that she had known when it was going to be the last time that she was going to be able to feed her son, and I feel like I got that. Oh God. Sorry. After hearing her say that, I didn't take those nighttime feedings for granted. Anytime that I was like, you know, I really have this and this and this to do, but anytime that she kind of acted hungry or wanted to feed, I would do it, and I would just enjoy it. I wouldn't be on my phone anymore, and I tried to make the most of every time. But yes, so if I could give anybody any advice as far as going through the breastfeeding journey, I would just advise not to take any of it for granted, because it can be taken away from you super, super quickly, and as I've learned, and yeah, enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so Aubrey has joined us for this video. She woke up from a very, very short nap, Missy. Right now she is wearing size 3 diapers, which is absolutely insane to me because size 1 diapers once upon a time looked very big. And she is wearing mostly 6 to 9 month clothing. She can still wear a couple of 3 to 6 month outfits that she has that are on the bigger end of things, but she's mostly in the 6 and 9 month kind of range. She loves any and every kind of baby doll, kind of stuffed animal-ish thing. She thinks that they're hilarious. Anything that lights up and kind of makes music or sings to her, she's really, really liking and gravitates towards more often than not. Music and watching people dance, and I think that has something to do with her going to rehearsals with me, and me listening to so much music and being in so many rehearsals while I was pregnant with her. I think that totally has something to do with it. The other day we were watching the Disney 60th anniversary special or something like that, and she was absolutely mesmerized. She has gotten into this new thing where we kind of kiss her around her mouth or something, and she goes really, really wide, but she's gotten into this thing where she'll grab your face and bring you into her and kiss you, and just so much slobber, but it's like she's kissing us, and it's really, really adorable, and it's one of my absolute favorite things that she does. So also, she has she watches a little bit of TV every now and then and pays attention to it. The 3 things that she has shown the most interest in is she really, really likes Sophia the First. That's one of her absolute favorites. As soon as that theme music comes on, that intro music comes on, she is glued. She loves it. She also likes Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mommy is not as much of a fan of that just because it's kind of annoying, but she doesn't mind that one. She likes that one. She pays attention to it. Yeah. And she has just gained a big Disney collection. I just kind of went crazy, and I was like, you know what, she needs them right now, and we're going to buy them all at the same time. So after a pretty penny, she owns a whole bunch of Disney movies while we were able to get our hands on them. And the one that she has kind of been paying the most attention to is The Little Mermaid. She's not a Frozen fan yet. I put that on and she could care less. Some of her favorite little toys, she has been, oh, I don't even have it with me. The O-Ball that a lot of babies have, she really, really likes that one. She likes to put it in her, up to her face and look through it and kind of put her tongue in the middle of them, and she's just a mess with it. But she really likes that one. She likes grabbing it, and she really likes throwing it and looking at watching Mommy chase it, which I have learned to not do because she'll just throw it again. My mom gave this little bear to her for Valentine's Day, and for some reason it doesn't do anything. It doesn't shake, it doesn't crinkle, it doesn't do anything, but she loves this little guy. It makes her laugh and she really, really likes it. Another one that she gravitates towards is this one. It's her little Tammy Mouse, and it has a little bit of a rattle to it, and I love this little thing. It's got like a quilted kind of texture to it, and it's just super unique, and I really like this. And she likes to, this is the one that when you hand it to her, she likes to cuddle it because it's a little bit bigger in size and it's easier to kind of rest her head on. Like I mentioned before, anything that lights or makes music, and so this is one of her favorites. Her Mimi gave this to her for Christmas, and then, so it's kind of a tie between the two of these. This one has, plays more music. See, this one plays more music and kind of she can play it, and I think it's really fun. This one lights up a whole lot, and so music, lights, she likes both of them. This one plays music, but it's more so interactive, and she can't really do this one as well because it's like find the star, find the shapes and the numbers and the colors and stuff like that. So she, I think, enjoys this one a little bit more. Yes, you like this one. She takes this one a little bit more because I think she feels accomplished and she knows what she's doing with this one. Another thing which I honestly don't think I would have bought for her myself, because I mean it's an expensive little thing, is her Sophie. And I didn't realize how wonderful these little guys are. It squeaks, and that is something that my dog actually is like, why is that not mine? But this little guy is great. If you ask any other mom who has one of these, they will probably tell you the same thing, and I don't know what it is, but she just loves to chew on it and squeak it and hold it, and I don't know what it is, but we really like this thing. So those are the kind of toys that she's kind of gravitating towards right now. A couple of things that she is able to do as of right now, and this is kind of catching up. Each update is not going to be this long because there's not going to be as much to update you guys on, but she has been sleeping in her crib since 4 months old, and she's been doing a really good job. I really thought that the first night that we were going to have her in her crib, it was going to be kind of a disaster and she was going to end up in our room anyways, and that wasn't the case at all. She slept through the night the first night, and has been doing a really good job with that. The past couple of nights she's been kind of waking up super either early in the morning or like in the middle of the night, or super early in the morning. She's a really good sleeper, but the past couple of nights she's been kind of weird, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I think it might be teething. I think she might be constipated. She has been able to roll over for a while. Sometimes she chooses to do so, and sometimes she's perfectly content on her tummy, which is fine. She's getting lots of tummy time and can push herself up at this point and is grabbing and reaching for toys that are in her range. And so that's been a lot of fun, watching her on her belly. And then she just recently started laughing. So it's been kind of that like baby kind of cackle where it's not really a laugh, it's almost a laugh, but she has bursted it a couple of times. She has let it go a couple of times, and it has been so much fun to hear. Yeah, it's been so much fun to hear that baby laughing. What else is there, little one? Since her last doctor's appointment, she was given the go on starting the cereal in her bottles and stuff like that, and so we've been doing that. We've gotten the oatmeal cereal right now, and we're going to try out the rice cereal. I'm not really sure if there's much of a difference, but she's been doing that, and she just recently had her first taste of sweet potatoes. We gave her that first, and our doctor recommended that we try giving her the vegetables first, because if we give her all of the fruits first, then she's not going to take the vegetables because she's going to want the sweet fruits. So she has been doing that. One other thing, and I think that will be done, another thing that has recently gone on that kind of is a little bit stressful, and I'm just trying to stay positive about, is the fact that at her past doctor's visit, they found she was sick, so that was the reason why they heard it, but they heard just a very slight heart murmur, and sent us to a specialist, a cardiologist, and they actually did confirm that they did hear the murmur, but after looking at everything else and looking at how this little girl is not having any trouble putting on any weight. They basically told us that I think they used the terms a musical heartbeat. It's just an innocent heart murmur. Jeremy actually had a heart murmur when he was little, and it's something that should eventually go away, and if it doesn't, then it's not a result of something more serious, is basically what they said. So that's why we were in the doctor's recently, and we were getting that checked out. And I mean, it's a little disheartening and a little nerve-wracking thinking about the fact that my 5-month-old has a heart murmur, but it's an innocent one, and I mean, so innocent that they said down the road, when you're filling out paperwork, if she wants to play sports or do cheerleading or anything like that, and they ask, does your child have any heart issues, you could say no, because it's not really an issue. It's just kind of, she has a different heartbeat. And so that's kind of what we just found out. But other than that, this little girl is just an absolute angel and has been so good while Mommy finished this video. She loves to cuddle and be held, and any kind of attention that anyone will give her, she just absolutely eats up, and that's totally fine. She just is a cuddle bug, and if our biggest complaint is that she just likes to be held and interact with everybody, then I'm okay with that. Right, little girl? Say yeah! Anyways, so I think that is just about it for us today. We will have a little bit more to update on, maybe not, on our next update. But thank you guys so much for watching, and say thank you. Say thank you. Thanks, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye. Oh my goodness.